Hey guys, so UTDX just dropped their biggest update yet, and we got lots of new stuff to cover, so let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see, UTDX added a lot of new units and a lot of new skins as well for the summer event. But in this video, we're actually going to be talking about Gremmy, the only Unrivaled unit that was added this update. I spent about 5 to 6 hours farming for him, so let's go ahead and find out if it was worth it. So to obtain the new Unrivaled unit, you can summon on the Special banner or the Selection banner. He's the same rarity as King Sailor since he is Unrivaled. Then of course you'll have to collect all of his Evo materials, and I'll have that listed on the screen as well as collecting all of his Unrivaled fragments for his second evolution from the new game modes, which I will also have listed on the screen. So the trait I do have on him is Ruler, of course, and I'm not sure if the relic set I have on him is going to be the best, but I did do damage for the main stat on the pieces since I am low on the new relics. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the showcase. Alright, we're in the Infinite now, so we can go ahead and test him. Let's go ahead and place our Bulma down so we can get some money. Okay, she's maxed out. We'll go ahead and sell you walk. And now we are going to go ahead and we are going to place Gremmy. So he is Cone AoE on placement, 6.4k damage, 5.42 SBA, and I only have S stats on damage, and then I think it's A stats on him. Oh, okay. You know, let's go ahead and place Ichigo back here, just in case, because I don't know if we're gonna like be able to beat that or not. All right. Oh, he summons clones. Okay. Oh, he summoned his clones for half his damage. Okay. All right. Well, we might as well go ahead and upgrade. What is, dude? What? Okay, he's spawning a bunch of clones. Okay, let's read his info. Alright, intangibility. This unit is immune to stun. Okay, so he's immune to stun. Awesome. When a debuff is attempted on a peroxide tag unit in range, reduce the duration of the debuff by 50%. Instantly spawn a clone if not capped. So if one of the peroxide units like Ichigo or Yuwak is attempted to be stunned in his radius, in his range, then he'll spawn a clone if it is not capped. And let's see, I think his cap is 3 clones, so he'll just get like three clones maximum, I believe. Yeah. Okay, and then imagination clone. Every other attack, so for every other attack, of course, he attacks once, and then next attack it'll spawn a clone of this unit. So every 2 attacks he spawns 1 clone, and the clone will copy 50% of his damage and his range and have a locked SBA of 7 seconds, and clones will despawn after 20 seconds. But for every active clone, negative 5% SBA plus 20% damage. That's pretty good. If peroxide tag unit is in range, clone duration increased by 10 seconds. Okay, so you can increase their duration to like 30 seconds. I don't think that stacks. When a clone disappears, apply stun for 3 seconds to all enemies in the clone's range. Okay, hold on, wait, let's look at the clone's range actually. Okay, that's not that big, honestly, in comparison to like his range. That's not that big. However, it is half of his range. So once we upgrade him, I'm sure that will be better. But let's continue reading over this. All right. Materialization Arsenal. Use the active ability to select an attack for this unit. And of course, we get that on max upgrade. All right. The attack on placement is Spiritual Steel. Apply bleed for 60% damage over 6 ticks. Okay, so he'll be doing... How much is that? Hold on, let me look. All right, 60... All right, times 6. Okay, so that's going to be 360% damage over 6 ticks. So 360% total over 6 ticks whenever you use that. All right, and then modern firearms is going to be 25% range, 15% SBA, and 20% chance to apply confusion for 2 seconds. Okay. Colossal meteor, and I do believe these are all just forms that you can pick whenever you use the active ability. All right, let's see. And then Colossal Meteor, 120% damage plus 70% SBA, and then every 3rd attack, negative 50% range for 25 seconds. Okay, and then Galaxy Void, he just becomes a hybrid. Nothing too special about that. Oh, wait, did I miss a... Oh, never mind. Oh my god, never mind. I did not know it went down that far. That is my fault. Okay, becomes a hybrid, applies Suffocation for 50% damage over 8 ticks. Apply a 30% slow for 5 seconds. What is suffocation? Yeah, what is suffocation, dude? I don't know what that is, guys. I don't know what suffocation is. We're gonna have to like check that out. All right, fragile reality. Every 8 shielded enemies that enter his range, remove the enemy's shields for 5 seconds when landing a crit on an altered enemy. Deals 75% damage instantly. Cooldown is 20 seconds. Yo, that's kind of crazy. What? He removes shielded enemies. Hold on. Let's go ahead and upgrade him so that he can take care of these enemies. All right, 11k. Did I upgrade him? Oh no, I tried to upgrade his clone. My fault. Hey, there we go. Buffed his damage. That's all we did. Didn't really do anything else. Just buffed his damage and buffed his stats. All right, no new moves yet. Still cone AOE. Cone AOE. Cone AOE. Cone AOE. Okay. These are his max stats, I guess. I guess nothing changes. He stays cone AOE throughout the whole thing. Here's his stats. Remember, it is not. It's only S damage. Everything else is like kind of low. But after this run, I'm gonna go ahead and reroll on him and get his, because he has worthiness up. So I'll go ahead and get his stuff up. All right, let's see. And then we do have his active ability now. Cooldown 30 seconds. So let's go ahead and let's try that out. First, we'll start out with Spiritual Steel, and then we'll go over what that does one more time. Let me go to unit info. All right. The attack on placement is Spiritual Steel. Okay, apply bleed for 60% damage. Okay, so that's just 60% damage bleed over 6 ticks, so 360% total. So that's just a bleed attack. How does that work though? Does he like constantly do it? What? I don't know. I don't know if he does it or not. But look at that freaking clone range. That clone range is big now. Holy, that's done a lot of units. So he's really good for stunning. Apparently, I mean that's kind of wild. All right, and let's put more peroxide units in his range. So let's put him. And then Ichigo. And let's go ahead and let's look at his Unrivaled buffs. I will put this at the start of the video. If you guys are watching to this point in the video, then you will hear me say it twice, and you would have already saw that his buffs for being Unrivaled. But for tag Peroxide, 50% damage, 10% crit rate. For tag Summoner, so Coyote, and of course Jinwoo, all that stuff that summons, 35% damage and 7.5% SPA. And then for Element Rose, which he is Element Rose, 20% damage and 15% crit damage. Okay, pretty tough. All right, let's see. What are the buffs for the peroxide units in range again? I forget. I'm so sorry, guys. All right, let's look at this. Okay, okay, whenever they're stunned. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Okay, yeah, for if they're in the range, it buffs the clone duration. So not really that crazy if they're in range. He can be used alone. It just increases his clone duration. That's really it. And if they're stunned, he gets a buff. So, all right, let's see. So you definitely do want to run him, but I don't think it stacks. All right, let me see. All right, I wonder if he's like constantly... Is he constantly in like steel? Is he constantly in Spiritual Steel? Or is he like, can he be like put in like Galaxy Void and stay in it? Or is it just like a move? Let me see. Hold on. I'm going to put him in Galaxy Void and see if he stays hybrid. Hold on. Okay, so... Oh, it doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me if he stays hybrid or not. Okay. Interesting. Okay, he removes shield. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, sorry. I thought he spawned a bunch of clones, but he's just doing his attack. Okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Wait, no, I think he is, because he has a whole different attack now, doesn't he? Or maybe I'm just blind and stupid. Hold on. Let me look. Let me look at this. I'm gonna change his attack. Alright, so that's Galaxy Void. Colossal Meteor. Let's try Modern Firearms. Hold on, let's check this out. Let's check. Wait. Everything changes. No, he stays in that form. You pick which form you want him to be in. It's not just an attack, I don't think. Hold on, let me see. If he changes after like 30 seconds, it doesn't stay in the form. But if he doesn't, it's just a form. It's a form that you get to pick. It's like Cell. Because remember Boundless Cell in the Gohan update? You get to pick which form you want him to be in. So let's see. Yep, no, it's just a form you get to be in. So he constantly gets that buff. It's constant. He constantly gets that, I believe. And he's line AoE. Okay, so he's line AoE for that. Colossal Meteor. What is Colossal Meteor? Okay, this is Splash AoE. Splash AoE for Colossal Meteor. Oh my god, guys, I think he's cracked. Holy, I think he's actually cracked, because that's every attack, right? Oh my god. Okay, use the active ability to select an attack. Oh, you get to pick the attack. That's how it freaking works. Okay, so it changes his entire attack. Oh my god. Okay, the attack on placement is Spiritual Steel. Oh, this is just the attack you select. Oh my god. Okay. Apply bleed. So he's a crazy bleed unit. He's a crazy bleed unit. 60% bleed over 6 ticks for applying the attack. So you just pick the attack that you want him to... Oh my god, guys. This guy's meta. I think this guy's like #1 in the freaking game. Holy... And I don't even think I have his best freaking build on right now. That is actually insane. And he has clones that, like, I don't think they change their attacks, but they stun and they buff. Sorry, they don't buff. They stun and they... Look at their damage. I mean, 200,000 more damage on top of his, like, what, 400k? Like, dude, that's freaking crazy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, hold on, let's see. Okay, 20% chance to apply. Okay, so this is his stunning. This is his bleed. This is just more damage, but it makes him hit slower. Every third attack, negative 50% range for 25 seconds. Okay, that's Colossal Meteor. Galaxy Void applies suffocation. What is suffocation? Apply a 30% slow. So this is slow too. This is slow. Oh, suffocation is 50% damage over 8 ticks. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. I think that might be his best form. I don't know. The bleed's kind of crazy, though. The bleed is kind of crazy. Let's go to Galaxy again. We've tested everything out. Okay, Galaxy is Splash AoE. So he has different AoE types based on what move you pick. That's freaking crazy, dude. This unit's actually so crazy, bro. Oh my dear God. It was so worth it. I didn't realize that it changed the attack. It's not an active ability. It's like a mode selection. You get to pick which attack that you want him to use. Hold on, let me just make sure. Yep, no, that's literally what it is. Oh my God, that's freaking crazy. Oh my God, that's crazy. That's actually OP, guys. Oh my God. This guy's so much freaking better than Gohan, bro. Holy, and he applies buffs to your whole team, bro. So like, here, hold on, let's try Coyote. Let's try Coyote. Let's put Coyote down. Because we know, so any, units in his range, he buffs summoners. So look, here, unit info, he buffs summoner. No, not here, sorry. Right here. Yeah, right here. For tag summoner, 35% damage, 7.5% SPA. So he buffs Coyote. He buffs him. So let's max him out. Let's see what he can do. Come on. Okay, max 43k. Ooh, I don't. Oh, it's because I don't have relics on him. Shit, it's my fault, guys. I don't have relics on Coyote. That's my fault. He would be so much stronger, though. We know he would be so much stronger. Here, let's go ahead and give him Bulma buff, too. Just cause, like, come on. Come forth, Shinron. Okay, here. Power, damage, crit rate. Let's do damage. Let's just do damage, because why not, man? Alright, where are you? Okay, 322,000. Dude, that is crazy, bro. This guy's actually crazy, in my opinion. Holy. Alright, hold on. I want to go to Spiritual still. I really want to try this out. I just want to see, like, the damage buff that he gets from it. He was at, like, 400k. I'm just saying. He was at, like, 400k. Was it Spiritual that he got? The damage buff? Or was it a different one? Was it the, where was it? Oh, maybe it was Colossal Meteor. He gets more damage, but he gets way less SPA. Oh my God, he's freaking crazy, man. Oh my God. Guys, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm just like LARPing and I don't like know what I'm talking about in comparison to the other people. But I'm just saying 60% bleed over 6 ticks is like crazy, man. Like 360% damage. Like, does that not make him like the best bleed, bro? Like, I have Grimmjow, but I haven't tested him. I need to get Grimmjow after this. Here, listen, you guys tell me what you think about Gremmy in the comments. Look here, I'm gonna show you his final stats. These are his final stats, and don't forget he spawns 2 clones as well for half of it, locked at 7 SPA. So I'm sure there's a better build on here, and I'm sure there is a better mode, which I do not know what the best mode is right now. I'm just saying that bleed's kind of crazy, but also suffocation over 8 ticks for 50% damage. That's also kind of crazy, bro. I don't know. I don't know what his best form is, but you guys let me know in the comments. I haven't seen any other videos. You guys let me know in the comments what you think of Gremmy. I think he's crazy. I'm not going to lie, but if you guys enjoyed, make sure you leave a like and subscribe. We'll be posting more videos on this. We'll be covering Ichigo. We'll find the best build for Gremmy, and we'll also be covering your walk as well with the Gremmy buffs, since he does provide a whole damage buff to peroxide units on your team. But I'll see you guys in the next one.